I used to think progress was supposed to be neat. One direction, one lane. 2025 reminded me that my path doesn't really work like that. This year was full of overlaps. Public speaking, policy, retail shifts, travel, community work, all happening at once. But it taught me that forward doesn't always look linear. January started with something big. I hosted my first global conference on migration and health equity. It was one of those moments where you realize when you're called to more, you don't wait until you feel ready. You step up and you learn in real time. In February, I traveled to Australia's capital for the first part of my year-long policy fellowship with Global Voices. It felt deeply connected to the same causes I care about: young people, economic empowerment, Africa. March was full. I ran a public speaking and storytelling workshop at my university and facilitated 6 more workshops for teenagers. Hearing feedback like I gained more courage to present in front of my peers reminded me why I keep doing this. And at the same time, I was working retail. April felt lighter. I went blonde, beautifully done by Marylade at Unique Hair Me. By May, everything collided. Autumn set in, my calendar was packed, and I was constantly moving between different roles and responsibilities. Matcha frappuccinos, walks, and Finding Me by Viola Davis helped me stay grounded. June marked the start of virtual negotiations for the 2025 G20 Youth Summit hosted by South Africa. Late nights, early mornings. In July, Passion Fruit brought us together in Australia. Creating content in person and spending quality time together reminded me why I started in the first place. By August, I was exhausted. I spent the entire year coordinating a major project on social entrepreneurship for high school students, and the weight of it all caught up with me. So I slowed down with my siblings, saw my best friend, and I felt deeply grateful for this support. Then I flew to Johannesburg for the G20 Youth Summit. I documented everything on YouTube, and while I was there as an Australian delegate, being in Africa, I was also representing Ghana, which means more than I can explain in words. September was about pushing through. This photo was taken at a major event I was organizing. I was completely drained and ready for the chicken, chips, and Fanta I had in one of those bags. I also knuckled down with writing my policy paper for my fellowship, which has now been published. October felt like standing in between chapters, preparing to leave for Ghana while fitting in a meaningful meeting with Ghana's Deputy High Commissioner to Australia. There were small moments for ease too: pistachio gelato, time with friends, and celebrating people I love. November moved fast. The night before my flight, I attended an inaugural lecture honoring a leader in Australia-Africa relations, and I met people whose work has impacted me significantly in the Australia-Africa space. In Accra, I met a kindred spirit and attended important